This is not a success story, at least not yet. My results aren't big and I'm still really early. But if you're trying to build an Amazon KDP business in 2026 and you're overwhelmed by all of the advice online, then this video is for you. This video is basically a snapshot of what I'm working on right now and where I am at this stage. So if this interests you, stay tuned for what we're about to get into. This channel is going to be mainly for people that are interested in starting a KDP business, or have started and ventured off somewhere else, or are currently doing it and feeling a bit stuck. The biggest thing I'm working on right now is focus. With all of the KDP content online, it can easily feel like you're not doing enough. Whether it be low content books, high content books, activity books, TikTok, AI books, journals, audiobooks, you name it. So right now I'm deliberately narrowing on what I'm working on rather than expanding. I'm choosing one type of book. I'm working on that long enough to understand what's working and get learnings from that. So this means saying no to a lot of ideas, even if they could work. Another thing I'm working on is improving already the catalogue of books I have, rather than adding more and more books to my collection. It's really tempting to think the answer is more volume, and I have gotten stuck into that mindset many a times, but that's not what's been working for me. So it's time to change strategies and focus on other things such as my covers, my descriptions. Something I'm being also very intentional about is time. So that means working in smaller and more realistic blocks. It's more about being consistent and doing what I can do every day consistently, rather than maxing out my capacity and my energy to the point where I burn out. I think a lot of people don't quit KDP because it isn't working. I think they quit because they adopt really unrealistic expectation of themselves in terms of the time that they can put in and how fast they would meet those goals, therefore causing them to burn out and lose motivation to continue. But really it's about being in this business and being able to sustain your ability to create, produce, research, and also have the patience to give your books and also what you have learned time to actually take off. Another thing that I'm doing also for my business is paying attention to advice that actually helps rather than advice that sounds good. There's a lot of KDP content out there that looks impressive, from dashboard screenshots, KDP income reports, to impressive complicated systems to adopt to create a successful KDP business. But ultimately, nothing translates into real results for beginners. So right now, I'm focusing on keeping everything as simple as possible and questioning whether this thing will move the needle or not. And now we are moving on to what I am not focusing on, which I think is just as important. Number one, I'm not chasing trends just because they're popular. This never manifests into anything great or sustainable, and ultimately, even if you do find success within a trend, it will ultimately die off and you'll be left there with all of that time and effort that you put into it, riding a wave that eventually is going to die down and you're going to feel depleted after that. So it's better to adopt a slow but steady, longer term view on creating evergreen systems and assets that will over time compound to great results, rather than immediate great results that just die down really quickly and there's nothing that can compound after that. Another thing is quality over quantity, and not trying to publish as much as possible or overworking ourselves to a point that we can't keep up and not even getting the results that we want from it. The third thing is not obsessing over other people's success or income reports, results, should I say, because this can easily go from feeling very motivated and into feeling a bit depleted when you feel you've not reached success as quickly or followed the same kind of like result journey as somebody else, and that can really make you feel down about where you're at in your business. For me, that just creates a lot of unnecessary habits and is adopting a consistent process and schedule. Going forward, I'm planning to make these videos more regularly, going through what I worked on, what I didn't, and what I really struggled with. So some weeks you're going to see a lot of progress and others you won't, and I want to be really open and transparent about that. So I don't feel like you see that a lot online. You see a lot of the highlights, but not a lot of the reality that goes behind those highlights. So if you're building on Amazon as well in 2026, or you've been building and you're continuing to build, and you're feeling overwhelmed and stuck, then this is a video to show you that you're not alone. If you want to follow along, I'll keep sharing updates as well as things I've learned along the way, as well as things I've struggled with too. So if this thing interests you, then please stay tuned. I'll be posting more videos like this. Thank you for following along, and I'll see you on the next one.